Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, May 16th. A frontal system has moved into the mid-Atlantic region and it is stalling out. It is also allowing a corridor of moisture to move from the west to the east right along the frontal system. Some showers are affecting southeastern Pennsylvania this morning. They'll drop southeast over the next couple of hours, reaching the D.C. metro region during the midday and early afternoon hours. There can be an embedded thunderstorm as well. Most of the shower activity will move to the south of the Mid-Atlantic I-95 corridor on Friday. We'll have mostly sunny and dry conditions on Friday. And then a little bit cooler weather is expected to move in over the weekend as high pressure builds in across New England. That'll send some cooler air down the northeast coast, and temperatures will drop slightly for Saturday and Sunday. That same stalled out frontal system will tend to move northward during the early part of next week in the Sunday-Monday time frame, renewing the threat for showers and thunderstorms along the I-95 corridor. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. A couple features to point out. Here's that frontal system, very slow moving, pretty much a stationary frontal system. May sag a little bit back and forth to the north and south, but basically acting as a corridor of moisture to move along this front in this direction. We'll check out the radar in a moment. Notice high pressure here, kind of cool high pressure over southern Canada. That will build into New England over the next 12 to 24 hours and ultimately send some cooler air down the east coast for the weekend. Out west, it continues to be quite warm over the southern Rockies. Denver, for example, should move up into the 80s today and perhaps as well on Friday. Quite cool along the west coast as marine flow of air continues, this onshore flow, keeping things a little bit on the cooler than normal side in Southern California. Well, here's the current NOAA radar loop of the northeastern part of the country, and really can see the association with that west to east frontal system. Here's a band of showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm or two, all the way into the Ohio Valley, right along that frontal system. Southeastern Pennsylvania is getting wet right now with some occasional showers. That'll continue right into the early afternoon hours. D.C. region right here should be affected by this band later in the morning into the early and mid-afternoon hours. And New York City, for the most part, will escape. It looks like maybe just south of town there may be a shower or two, but for the most part this is setting up to the south and east of the New York City metro region. All of this continues to drop south and east over the next 12 to 24 hours, and for the most part it looks like Friday should be on the dry side. Here's a current GOES visible satellite imagery loop from the Penn State EWAL site. Here's that band of clouds associated with the showers, and you can see some scalloping out here over the Ohio Valley and West Virginia. That's perhaps indicating there's some isolated thunderstorm activity. All of this slowly dropping to the south and east. Cloudy right now in New York City. They could very well break out into some sunshine this afternoon, as can Philadelphia after these showers and perhaps an isolated thunderstorm or two move through. There can be some brightening this afternoon with temperatures jumping well up into the 70s. Meanwhile, clouds moving into D.C. region right now, and that band of showers should head that way, reaching the D.C. region late morning and the early afternoon hours. Well, let's take a look at some forecast maps from last night's Zero-Z GFS Global Forecast System model run. This is for this evening. We'll look at 12-hour increments from this evening to tomorrow morning, then tomorrow night, all the way into the early part of the weekend on Saturday morning. And here's that band of moisture associated with that stalled out frontal system continuing here right into the evening hours. Again, primarily south of the New York City region, just barely, but affecting southeastern Pennsylvania and D.C. over the next several hours, keeping things quite a bit unsettled. High pressure not showing up here on the GFS model, but it indeed is building into New England. We'll take a look now at the Friday morning forecast map. And here's the Friday morning forecast map. Frontal system drops a little bit farther to the south and east, allowing for some drier conditions along the I-95 corridor on Friday from D.C. to Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City. And here's that high pressure now showing up here on the GFS model, continues to build in behind this frontal system into New England, and it plays a role in our weather here in the Mid-Atlantic region for the weekend, as it will send some cooler air down the coast into the I-95 corridor. By tomorrow night, that high pressure now moving into the eastern part of the Great Lakes. Still moisture associated with this stalled out frontal system. It is so close to the mid-Atlantic region that it does keep things unsettled. Cannot completely rule out a shower or a thunderstorm on Friday or Saturday, especially in the D.C. region where they'll be closest to the stalled out frontal system. And by the latter part of the weekend, that'll start to turn to the north and increase our chances up and down the I-95 corridor for showers and thunderstorms in the early part of next week on Sunday and Monday. And finally, here's the forecast map for Saturday morning. High pressure now builds into New England, sending some cooler air down the coast. It'll turn a little bit cooler on Saturday and Sunday as compared to today and tomorrow. Notice still band of moisture here with that stalled out frontal system. Again, that is now starting by Saturday morning to take a turn to the north and east. Certainly can be some showers and thunderstorms in D.C. on Saturday, more likely on Sunday in Philadelphia and New York City, and it will remain unsettled thanks to that stalled out frontal system that'll start turning around the latter part of the weekend and heading back to the north. It'll remain unsettled on Sunday and Monday in the Mid-Atlantic region. That's it for now. For the SIweather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist,